So, hello and welcome to the New Year's special finale, which is this being the final mark that I'm going to be showing off this year because, well, duh, the year's ending. Did you know that? Yeah, it is. And this is just the final mark of this quote unquote wave of marks. And, I'm going to be moving on to do bigger marks probably. Still, not like, probably not going to do gigantic ones, or maybe I will, maybe I'll try. Like a Titan kind of mark with more Technic pieces, since now I have quite a few more. And I mean, you're about to find out why. You might already, kind of think, yeah, from the thumbnail, there's something a little bit more to this guy, isn't there? It has to be. And there is. And, before we get on to that, look at him. Isn't he cool? Like, he's got a shoulder-mounted turret. As I said, shoulder-mounted turret. God damn it, I can't say that. It's super difficult for me. But he's also got these legs. Look at these. These are pretty cool, I think. Using these Technic pieces, connecting it all up, And for the arms, it's also pretty cool. Using basically just different techniques rather than, your regular CCBS bones, right? And using Surge's printed chest piece from Breakout, using a little blue head from Brain Attack, and having a little few antennas. Like, this is an antenna for sure. I don't know what this is, but all that. And the turret also is all mechanical. You can spin it with this. And yeah, for example, this piece, like, where'd you get that? What's this? Yeah, as I already said in my previous videos, if you watch those, I did disassemble 2 Technic sets, and also Jet Rocka, the Jet of Rocka, I did as well disassemble that. And why would I do that? Well, because I made way and destroyed it all those Technic sets, everything, and I've made this. With all those Technic pieces, with everything, the shoulder-mounted turret can come off and it can be put onto here. As you might see, there was a little ball joint. You'll put it on there. Boom, a turret on your bike. Now, how cool is that? And also the knife, it does, come off, and you for sure can mount it onto here. Put your weapons on the bike. And as well as that, this thing, this is just like some sort of bear trap, nothing too crazy, but you can also take it off and put it on your bike, which, and with the way that this is, it's kind of difficult, I think. It's kind of weird how you put it on, but it works, right? Yeah, it does. And so yeah, now, who cares about the weapons? Let's look at the bike, right? So with these pieces that I mentioned before from Stormer Speed's machine, again, they have a lot of like electricity kind of like coming out of them. So this is kind of, now that I think about it, it's probably more of a electricity powered jet bike. This is a jet bike mainly based off of Explode's bike that you see in the very first episode of Hero Factory from the first wave. And yeah, I think that looks kind of cool. It kind of comes off, as you can see, pretty easily there. But just pose it there, and it looks great. Speaking of engines and powered by and such, oh god, well, okay, you have the back of the engine, or I guess this might be the engine. I mean, there's an engine at the front. I don't know how this works. It's too complicated for anyone to understand the works of Hero Factory, okay? And using these wheel pieces from a Technic set, once again, having these pieces from the box, right? And having these little tanks, little fuel tanks, but they could be maybe battery tanks, I don't know. But yeah, it just, adds to the back. So there's like probably fumes coming out though. That's kind of what I was envisioning when I added these. So I don't know how it works, but it works. This is, it's an absolutely astronomical level of intelligence that it takes to craft this up, but it's also an astronomical level of like, what are you doing? What is this mess? I mean, I don't have like any piece, at my hands, so I have to work with what I got, and it looks good. It's messy, sure, but like using Dragon Bolt's little piece here, using the Hero Factory logo from Jet Rocka on here, on this little piece. Oh god, I think I moved it. Can I put it back on? Yes, I can. And, using more pieces from the main pieces actually, from Jet Rocket, from that ultralight helicopter, from that little bulldozer kind of machine thing. Stickers are coming off. I probably maybe should just take them off. I don't know, like for example this one's it's not holding up anymore. That's empty there, that's pretty empty there. That's, you know, where you can put Bluebot in, right? You can see there, the inside, there's space for the legs. And on the inside, you can see all these printed pieces for, you know, like the, you know, engine and like controls or whatever. There's like speedometers and whatever, little buttons, little something. There's a little scope here. I guess it's just to see further ahead as there are no guns, which, well, speaking of guns, maybe there is a gun. Maybe there is a gun here. Maybe there's, like, these are bullet holes and it's like a machine gun. And I was able to sort of utilize a little body there. You know, I connected my a piece here on the neck, then it's connected also here with all that, and then I put on it a little thing there with two more joints, so you know the front looks good and sophisticated and all connected. And as you might see, if this got out of the way, it is put on cuffs, which that was the main idea. That was the first thing that I thought of. The flying thing, it's more of a, well, just for heroes. I guess Bluebot's more of an assistant to the heroes. And I think it's basically a rookie. And yeah, speaking of rookies, there's that literally leads nowhere. But this, for example, opens up. I really hoped to sort of add something on there, but couldn't, because I already built all the mounts and used all the launchers, the Hemisphere launchers. But I got a little turret afterwards, and it's really nice. And on here, you have the little handles, and you know, I guess how it works is that, you know, the further back you pull it, the slower it goes. The further you push it, the faster it goes. I guess it kind of makes sense. Of course, there's all the settings there, right? And yeah, you might notice how it's connected. That allows for, you know, a lot of, like, when he's sitting down with his arms, you can pose him very much so, because it moves, right? Also, it moves in here. So, speaking of in here, how about we put Bluebot in there? And just like that, you have Bluebot piloting this bike. You know, just put his arms in there. It's kind of difficult to do, but we're gonna put his arms in there, and he's gonna be in there. And as I say, with those arms, you can, you know, you can push him in, push him out, and just, you know, pose it all the what you want. You know, and yeah, it looks pretty good, honestly. Like, yeah, you can't argue, can you? Please don't argue. Not on New Year's Eve. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? Come on, he's driving. It's a whole fast bike. It's all the electricity here again, all of it coming out. Yeah, you know, it makes sense because he's got the electricity on his chest there. Maybe it's his favorite bike. Maybe that's a tattoo. I mean, he's a robot. He can't get tattoos, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. As for the posing, I mean, there's that, you know, I said, oh, you can pose him. You can, like, really, there's not much that you can do, but well, I guess it's quite a fair bit, you know, from what there might be. There's quite a lot. And, you know, you can just kind of like be like this. And just like speeding up, like going fast. You know, he's off his seat. He's just like, come on, we gotta get faster. You know, we gotta go. We gotta get there faster. We gotta go faster. Right? So, you know, that's probably all. Now, as for something I'll ask you is, hey, could you please do a favor for me and have a happy new year? How about that? Could that be a good thing? Could you have a great day? And also, maybe could you rate this 1 out of 10? What is this? It's probably like let's say it's a 7 out of 10. For me, it's a 10 out of 10 because it's my first big, like, mecha kind of thing. It's not a mecha, it's a bike, but you know what I mean. And so, thanks for watching. Have a happy new year again, and have a great day. Happy day, you know. Thanks for watching. Check out all the other videos if you, well, I guess haven't already. But that's all I have to say. Bluebot driving out.